essential strategies for building client connections right off the bat. Guys, if you are running a business and you are feeling like, I can't keep up, I don't know who called me last, I can't remember so-and-so's name. First thing is you want to master being able to connect with people. That's huge. And some of us are easier able to connect easier than others, and some, it's a little bit harder for. And so if you are someone that has a hard time connecting with people, I have some strategies today that are going to help you actually connect with your people so that they feel heard, and understood, and that you got their back. So number one, first strategy is when you meet a client, patient, whoever, take a notebook out. If you have I have such a hard time remembering names. It's just like my thing. I cannot remember names to save the life of me. Take your phone out in your note section, or, like I said, a piece of paper, write down their name and write down one thing that they said about themselves. Hey, I just met John. He is a plumber at blah, blah, blah company. And then say a fun fact about him, or something that he said that's different or unique. Maybe he said he wants his kids to take over the business in 5 years, and that's a fun fact about him. Okay, great. When I go, and building connections is all about the follow-up, by the way. It's all about the follow-up, and no one does it. When I go and send John a text, which I'm going to do immediately after meeting him, I will go to my phone and be like, hey, John, this is Kelly from, blah, blah, blah company. Great. John now has my number. John, save this in your phone. And by the way, before John leaves, my side, if I meet him in person, I am taking a picture with John, and I am sending John the picture of him and I, so that he remembers me for face instead of just by name, or maybe forgets my name, and that he knows who I am. So if I reach out, I have a plumbing issue with the office, whatever else, he knows, oh yeah, that was that girl. Okay, yeah, I remember her, because he recognizes my face rather than just trying to figure out where he knows my name from. So that's the first thing. When I'm trying to build a relationship, I always get their contact. That's the first thing, rather than most of us want to hand them our business card. Please do not do that, because now you have no way to connect with them. So get their contact information. That's key first. And then take a picture with them if you can, and text it to them right away, so that way they know. And then in the back end, or on the back end that they don't see, is I am literally writing down who they are, a fun fact about them, and maybe if something was coming up, or maybe it was hey, my 70th birthday is coming up. Okay, well, I would make note of that and actually put it in my calendar. The reason why, and this goes such a long way, I just think this is so undervalued, especially in the business land. If I text John, and I think Jesse Itzler, one of my mentors, he did this a lot, and I think that's why he's a billionaire and he did very well, is he would do simple stuff that actually mattered to people. If someone physically texts you guys on your birthday, wouldn't you guys love that? Wouldn't you guys be like, oh my God, this random person that I just met at this marketing texted me on my birthday? That's so nice. My mom hasn't even texted me yet, that would sit with you. You would remember that. Or maybe there was an anniversary coming up, and he was like, hey, Kelly, congrats on your, 20th anniversary. I'd be like, oh my God, that's so nice, John. And next time I need any plumbing issues, I'm calling John. And I think we overcomplicate this. I think we try to do the Instagrams and the fancy funnels, and to hey, get your attention. But I think the back end is all the stuff that's missing. That's so simple. But it takes just a slight amount of time. It doesn't even take that much time. How hard is it to put in your calendar, it's John's birthday, text him? It's not that hard. But people don't think about doing it. I think they overthink it. But instead, you'll spend 10 hours on your website and your Instagram and create these fancy funnels to get people's attention. But you could have an amazing customer in John if you just sent him a message saying happy birthday, or, you know. So that brings me to my point is you guys should really kind of personalize a message on everyone's birthday in your clinic to them. And be like, happy birthday. Like that could go a long way, or happy anniversary. Or if there is a date that they told you like, oh, I'm not going to be here this week because I'm going out on my anniversary trip. Oh my God, message them then. That right there solidifies such a bond between you and that client. Because you know why? You actually care about them. You actually care. Like I say this all the time. I see this a lot in the coaching space. Now I'm pivoting, but I see this a lot so much in the coaching space that they're just there for the money, or they're just there for the tactile. They don't mean to be, but like that's how it comes off, because it's just, they don't deeply care. Like they kind of care, but they don't deeply care. And I feel like that's what makes Pelvic Biz different, is because I can tell you, I deeply, deeply care. And it's not just about like, how's your business growing? That's how I used to coach. But what I realized, it's not about that. I'm like, okay, is your kid good? Are you good? What's happening? Especially about the female. I just want to make sure that the female entrepreneur is thriving and doing her best, because I know what that feels like, right? And so going back to client connection is the small things make the biggest difference. If they're about to have a baby, did you send them like a little cute onesie? Did you say congrats? Did you say, hey, send me a picture? Oh my God, like amazing. Did you send flowers to their house? I'm not saying you have to do like all the stuff, but like maybe did you send them like a Uber Eats gift card for $50 to like to just go grab a meal for themselves? You know, like what things can you do to really show that you care? And that's really what it comes down to. I remember Jesse Isler said this to me as well. He would have a gift girl. And basically, they spent anywhere between $20 to $40 on a gift. And he would just send out gifts and gifts and gifts and gifts and gifts to people. And that's overall how he started a plane company that made him billions. It was gifting and writing like personalized notes. Do you ever get a personalized note from someone? No. But personalized notes mean a lot. And people will typically keep them. They're not going to throw them in the trash because you wrote them a note. So are you writing like, hey, nice handwritten notes to your clients? Hey, you know what? I'm so proud of you. And I just want to tell you, like, I just absolutely love seeing your progress. Are you doing that? That right there means a lot to people. Or are you verbally saying it to them? Like, that's huge. Another thing for a client connection is supporting them. Like maybe I'll go to like their race, and I think it's okay. In school they always taught us, and maybe I'm old, but they literally taught us, don't ever hang out with your patients. Like that's horrible. But like I've been to patients' houses. I don't know. I mean, there's so many things I've done for patients because I care. Because I care. There's so many things I've done for clients. That probably wasn't like, yeah, well, you shouldn't do that. Yes, I should, because they're human. And, I always just say, just try your best. Try your best. Give them your all. Give every ounce of energy, which is why you have to have energy. Okay? What else would I say with building a client connection? Building a client connection, talk to them. You don't talk to them every day on email because that's like crazy. But like, be really present when they're in front of you, or be very present when they're like online with you. And that's the only thing that matters, is like literally them, and just be present with them. I think that's key to building a client relationship. And I think just mutual respect, which I think comes and you have to build that, right? But mutual respect is, hey, I respect your time. I respect you giving me energy. I'm going to give you the best shot I possibly can. And this is what we're going to do today, because this is the path that I believe is best for you. Like just mutually respecting each other's time, energy, effort, and all the things, and just acknowledging that. I think that's really nice to build a client relationship with. And so, guys, if you're not doing some of these things, they're small, but they go such a long way, then you're going to have clients that are just going to come into your world 2-3 sessions, they're just going to go bye-bye. And for me, I think Disneyland, we had advisors of Disneyland come in, and they were always like, their goal, like Disneyland literally said this, the corporate office was like, our goal is to have a client for life. And I remember these big physical therapy companies hiring Disneyland for that very reason, because they were like, how do we have these clients for life? And I really look at things like that rather than just like a short sale of something or whatever. It's like, how do we have these clients for life? Because a lot of our clients are freaking phenomenal. And you just want to bottle that up and like hold on to it, because, sometimes it's really hard to find like really good people. Um, and so think about like the process to all this is like, how do you become, you know, kind of partnership for life with the right people? And the bad ones will go bye bye. You don't have to worry about that. The bad ones will go bye bye. So, yeah, I think really building connections and with your clients is huge. And going deep. I'm very open with my clients, like very open. I'm very vulnerable with my clients. They tell them all my darkest secrets. And I think that forms a connection as well, rather than having a guard up. Many people are not like that. But for me, it's how I can present my most authentic self. And with that, then I get the patient's most authentic self. It's like when you share something about yourself, like the natural thing to do is for them to share something about them, themselves. And so it's like just this like trust factor that ends up happening. And I think that's really amazing too. So, guys, get after it. Make sure that you are building connection, like actual true connection with your clients. And hopefully this helps. Bye, guys.